أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Page 30 of Kitab al-Sarf. That's today's lesson. Now, this is fi'l Mazi Ba'id Musbat Ma'ruf. Ba'id meaning distance, far. This is the fifth division of Mazi. So English would be far, perfect, past, active, positive verb. Now, the easiest way that this conjugation should be learned is that if on page 30, if you take the word kana and you see kana daraba, they are connected. But if you was to separate them, segregate them, meaning you would daraba, you already know the conjugation of daraba because this is fi'l mazi mutlaq musbat ma'ruf. But if you was to just learn the conjugation, the gardan of kana, it would make it very easy for you. So, because the next gardan, fi'l mazi istamarari, would use kana as well in it. So the conjugation of kana is kana, kana, kanu, kanat, kanata, kunna. Kunta, kuntuma, kuntum, kunti, kuntuma, kuntunna, kuntu, kunna. I repeat again. Kana, kana, kanu, kanat, kanata, kunna, kunta, kuntuma, kuntum, kunti, kuntuma, kuntunna, kuntu, kunna. And once you have memorized and learned this conjugation, then you would just add this conjugation to daraba, because the way far perfect passive active verb fi'l mazi ba'id musbat, to give the mazi a distance meaning of an action happening in the distance past, is that you prefix this conjugation to kana. But in the previous conjugations you had qad, you had Allamah, you had laythama, and in this conjugation you are using the word kana. But when you prefixed qad to fi'l mazi, the qad, it kept its form, it didn't change. Laythama, it kept its form throughout the whole conjugation from top to bottom. It didn't change. La'allama, it kept its form. There was no change. It was just prefixed to all of the conjugation of fi'l mazi. The conjugation of fi'l mazi changed, but the prefixation, the word that was prefixed, it never changed. But in this conjugation, as the siga, as the word, the fi'l changes its form, kana would also change. So it would be kana daraba, kanu darabu, kanat darabat, kanata darabata, kunna darabna, kunta darabta, kuntuma darabtuma, kuntum darabtum, kunti darabti, kuntuma darabtuma, kuntunna darabtunna, kuntu darabtu, kunna darabna. And it would give you the meaning of an action happening in the distance past. So he hit in the distance past. The one man did the action of hitting in the distance past. And the same way in majhul, in the passive sense, on page 31, far, perfect, past, passive, positive verb is, in the same sense, the conjugation of kana would change as the conjugation of daraba would change. Fi'l mazi would change. So it would be kana duriba, kana duriba, kanu duribu, kanat duribat, kanata duribata, kunna duribna, kunta duribta, kuntuma duribtuma, kuntum duribtum, kunti duribti, kuntuma duribtuma, kuntunna duribtunna, kuntu duribtu, kunna duribna. And the same formula, the same rule, the same way as we made mazi musbat ma'roof into mazi manfi, and then in Qareeb we did the same thing. We added the word ma to give the negative meaning to a verb. So the same way we would do it here as well. We would say ma daraba. We would give the word ma to daraba, and it would become ma daraba. But then when we want to give it the meaning of the action happening, not happening in the distance past, then we would just add the word kana, and the kana would change along with the conjugation of fi'l mazi. So it would be kana ma daraba, kana ma daraba, kanu ma duribu, kana ma daraba, kana ma daraba, kana ma darabu, kanat ma darabat, kanata ma darabata, kunna ma darabna, kunta ma darabta, kuntuma ma darabtuma, kuntum ma darabtum, kunti ma darabti, kuntuma ma darabtuma, kuntunna ma darabtunna, kuntu ma darabtu, kunna ma darabna. And the translation would be, he did not hit in the distance past. But this is the active, this is the ma'roof sense. If you want to give the majhul sense, then on page 33 it would be kana ma duriba, and the title would be for perfect past passive negative verb, fail mazi baid manfi majhul, kana ma duriba, kanu ma duribu, kanat ma duribat, kanata ma duribata, kunna ma duribna, kunta ma duribta, kuntuma ma duribtuma, kuntum ma duribtum, kunti ma duribti, kuntuma ma duribtuma, kuntunna ma duribtunna, kuntu ma duribtu, kunna ma duribna. And the Arabic would be fail mazi baid manfi majhul, passive sense. And we will finish here today, inshallah. And the next conjugation that we will be looking at, trying to understand, trying to learn, fail mazi istamarari, a action to happen continuously, istamarari, musbat ma'roof, and we will look at that inshallah, bi-fadlihi ta'ala. When we get to the end of the book, inshallah, then we will try to look at examples in the Quran Majid, Furqan Hamid, and try to find examples to further strengthen our understanding of these conjugations. The better you understand these tables, these conjugations, the better alim you would be, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, and in the end, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Salatu wassalamu ala Rasulihi, Muhammadin wa alihi wa ali baytihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Ameen.